man, I have such a bad headache, and I bet you do too. Oh my goodness, I already know I'm right. Because of one of two reasons. You're on your phone way too much and it's always down here, or you work at a desk, or you play video games all the time. And I bet you're wondering, how do I get rid of these headaches? Well, barring extreme circumstances, it can actually be pretty easy. The way that I can kind of explain it is, think of it like this. If you're staring at something, this is how your posture should be. But if you've got something in front of you that you're looking at, usually what's gonna happen to people is they're gonna start developing this kind of deal or this kind of deal. This, of course, is a little more common with a phone. But you have a muscle up the front of your neck called your sternocleidomastoid, or I'll just say SCM for simplicity of this. And you have some muscles on the back of your head called your suboccipitals. Now, when people have that, that forward head posture, if it's been going on for years and years and years, they can actually develop something, it's Dowager's syndrome. So what Dowager's syndrome is, and I guarantee you've seen it, and you've probably heard it called, a humpback, but essentially what it is, it's when people get that hump at the back of their neck. And what that actually is, in most cases, because you do have all these tiny muscles along your spine and in your upper back, they start to hypertrophy. The same way that if you're just doing a ton of curls, your biceps are gonna get bigger. The muscles in your upper back and around your cervical spine can also grow. If you're always in this position, you gotta keep in mind, the average human head is 10 to 12 pounds, and depending at the degree at which your head is off center, it can weigh as much as 60 pounds. And if you think about carrying 60 pounds anywhere, doing anything, it's going to start to burn, it's going to start to hurt. So how do we fix this? I'd say probably two, I say two, but we're probably gonna go into a few more. Easiest ways to do it are gonna be the muscles on the back of your neck, or rather your suboccipitals. So it's more so at like the top of the spine, the base of your skull. The way that you can find it is you've got this little nodule right here. When you find that, you can put your finger on that and pull your finger down just a little bit, and you're gonna find these little muscles right here. Those muscles are what extend your head. What people don't realize is that this movement, or that movement, and this movement are two different joints. And when your head is forward, you're not just gonna keep looking down. You still have to look in front of you, and that's where your suboccipitals start to activate. So you need to get those to release. You can do that with a foam roller if you have one that can get in that area, or you can do it with something like a lacrosse ball. I know there's specific ones that you can get where they're tied together, so to speak, that can get into that area really, really well. Something else that you can do is you can strengthen your SCM, basically just by pulling the head back. Okay. If you're looking at it from the side, it's gonna look funny because it kind of makes a double chin. Luckily I've got a beard. But you pull your head back and you're gonna feel this tension in the front of your neck. One of the other ways that you can do it is you can set your back flat against a wall, push your head against that wall, and you're going to shove your tongue to the roof of your mouth. I know it sounds weird, but that is an important part of this. You can also do that on the ground where you're just laying flat on the ground, and the goal should be to try and touch the back of your neck down to the floor, and then push your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Hold that for as long as you can. You're gonna start to feel that fatigue, and then just go ahead and relax it. But the important part of it is, again, make sure you're massaging those suboccipitals, get them to release, and over time, your headache should start to go away, your posture should look better, and life's just gonna be better. I feel it. Done.